From beating Usain Bolt's 100-meter records with incredible athletic ability to a disastrous recent injury that might cloud his bright future. Here's the story behind Bouwahjgie Nkrumie, starting with his record-breaking feat. Fans of Jamaican track and field will never forget March 29, 2023. The Class 1 boys 100-meter final was slated to take place at the National Stadium in Kingston, where Kingston College star Bouwahjgie Nkrumie was hoping to win his first gold medal since moving up to Class 1 2 years ago. He wasn't just predicted to win the race, by the way. He was predicted to break the 10-second barrier for the first time by a Jamaican under-20 athlete. And boy, did he rise to the occasion. Basically, the world under-20 silver medalist raised hopes when, in the semifinals, he clocked a time of 10.08, shattering Zarnell Hughes' record set in 2014 of 10.51. Nkrumie did even better than what was expected of him. While everyone's attention was focused on the stadium track, he achieved a remarkable 9.99, shattering his own national junior record of 10.02, and became just the third athlete under the age of 20 to do so. You see, Bouwahjgie has made headlines after accomplishing a feat that no other Jamaican sprinter has ever done before. The 19-year-old ran the junior 100-meter in under 10 seconds, becoming only the third athlete in history and the first Jamaican. In fact, he became one of just 3 youngsters to finish the race in under 10 seconds. After Letsile Tebogo accomplished the feat in 2022 and Trayvon Bramo followed suit in 2014. But this guy is the first Jamaican to get to this exceptional milestone, which is a remarkable accomplishment given that the Caribbean country is home to Olympic heroes. I'm talking about Usain Bolt, Asafa Powell, and Johan Blake. Nkrumie is also the only guy in the world, regardless of age, to produce a time under 10 seconds this year, with Mahamadou Fall and Jinye Zie of China coming close. The 19-year-old's previous record was a 10.02 time. Plus, in addition to helping Jamaica place second in the men's 4x100-meter relay at the Under-20 Global Championships, Nkrumie took home silver in the competition. Is anyone paying attention to this rising star? He's left Bolt behind in the dust, literally. Needless to say, the world of athletics is shook. I mean, who thought someone so young could beat Bolt's record? He's already qualified for the Athletics World Championships, which will be held in Budapest in August. Did anyone have a shred of doubt after his remarkable performance? Speaking to media after the race, he admitted to being speechless at his feat, and that it was a difficult race to compete in. He also promised to only get better from here on, which, if you ask me, is literally unimaginable. Because what's better than the best? Now sworn to run even faster, the Kingston College runner stated, "The season is long. You'll definitely see me run faster down the line." At least, that's the way his coach has planned out the season. Well, Nkrumie's definitely left sports fans and commentators in awe, and many believe he'll go far in the future. I know what you're thinking. How does he do it? Well, Nkrumie has received praise and attention from both fans and critics due to his accomplishments at such a young age. He's being hailed as the upcoming star of Jamaican athletics, with some even drawing comparisons to Asafa Powell and Usain Bolt, 2 of the sport's greatest sprinters. But the kid is still modest and committed to his objectives in spite of his recent success. He credits his training program, which has demanding workouts and a very strict diet, with most of his accomplishments. Does he eat a serving of humble pie every day too? Oh, and he emphasized getting mental training in addition to physical training, since he thinks that having a positive outlook is essential for success in sports. That's right, manifest your success. His #1 goal right now is to make it to the World Championships team. But he's smart enough to know that if he doesn't, it'll only mean he needs to train harder. So, no bad feelings. By the way, he's already being hounded. At the end of the school year, he claimed to have received multiple offers to drop out. But he refused to be pressured into making a choice. He doesn't want anyone to write his story because he wants to take it slow and doesn't believe he's strong enough to accomplish it yet. Nkrumie reiterated that he wants to be the one to make the decisions and take it step by step. But he remained silent when asked about his aspirations for life after high school. Move in silence, that's the key. Bouwahjgie also revealed that the more he runs, the more confident he gets in his abilities, so all eyes will be on him as he sharpens his abilities and develops his skills to see what he's capable of accomplishing in the future. I'm betting on more world records being smashed. Bolt, you better hold on to him while you can, because this wonder kid has the potential to go down in history as one of Jamaica's greatest track and field athletes, thanks to his remarkable speed and tenacity. As for his personal life, this guy is a total family man, and he's super private. For a kid his age, it's truly a feat. But he did share the story behind his name. He's known as Dr. Speed because of his incredible running speed, as we all know. Not sure who came up with that, but kudos to you. Anyway, in the interview, Nkrumie spoke about his father and revealed how he came up with his name. Nkrumie said to Star Sports that his father gave him the name after hearing it on a radio show. Dr. Bouwahjgie, according to his father, was mentioned on the radio while he was listening to it. So, his father decided to give it to his kid because he liked it so much. Safe to say, his kid didn't get the love of sciences like the guy he was named after, but he made the doctor bit work somehow. Now, about those comparisons with Usain Bolt. See, people are always searching for the next Bolt, whoever that may be. I mean, that's pretty much the essence of sport. And now, Bouwahjgie Nkrumie is largely responsible for how bright the future of Jamaican sprinting appears to be. Bolt has, of course, won many sprinting championships and gold medals, but Nkrumie is already ahead of the curve after breaking the 100-meter record in 9.99 seconds, which Bolt and other Jamaican greats had previously been unable to do. He established a new Class 1 boys record and is the only teen sprinter from Jamaica to run the 100-meter in under 10 seconds. So, if you ask me, Bolt's inability to accomplish that demonstrates how unique Nkrumie's potential is. Of course, it's premature to compare him to Bolt, but it's apparent that he has the talent to become a legend in the sport. All he needs to do is keep progressing in the same direction. Who knows how the sprinting record books will look in 10 or so years if he can keep outpacing what Bolt has accomplished. And even though he still has a long way to go before sprinting across the finish line at the Olympics, he undoubtedly has the basis to succeed, right? Bolt is the benchmark here. Nobody has been able to match him, and he continues to set the bar. But Dr. Speed comes pretty darn close, and I may have jinxed it a little, because the Wonder Kid got into a pretty bad injury recently. After the ISSA/Grace Kennedy Boys and Girls Athletics Championships in Kingston, Nkrumie's first performance came to an agonizing and terrible end. It was when he ended up hurting himself in the Carifta Games in Nassau, Bahamas on the 8th of April. On the opening day of the competition, the holder of the national junior record for the boys under 20 100-meter was poised to win. Well, until he clutched the back of his right leg during the final quarter of the race and crashed to the ground. He needed to be carried off the track and was unable to control his emotions. He was diagnosed with a grade 1 hamstring injury after failing to finish the first round heat in the under 20 boys 100-meter, and he could be out for up to a month. At first, they thought it was just a sprain, or should I say, hoped. But after he got treatment, it was confirmed by Jamaica team manager Richard Thompson that MRI results verified Nkrumie's injury. He will need rest and treatment, according to Dr. Lincoln Cox, who has traveled with a number of Jamaican track and field teams over the past 10 years. As for his training, well, the sprinter could resume in the upcoming month or so, but a lot of care has to be taken not to make it worse. The majority of the treatment for such an injury, according to Cox, consists of muscle strengthening exercises and rest to promote healing. It's sad to think this happened to him on a day people were rooting to see another smashing performance. And on the day itself, he got off to a fast start in his heat and took the lead until the 80-meter mark when he slowed down and fell to the ground, hand on his right hamstring. Hopefully he recovers in time for the games in August. So from a disastrous recent injury that might cloud his bright future, to beating Usain Bolt's 100-meter records with a never-seen-before talent, that was all about Bouwahjgie Nkrumie.